Okay, welcome everybody. Saturday afternoon, Z1R Winter Tournament Racing. We've got a good matchup this afternoon with PedanticPotato and Veetorp. Joining me in the comms booth this afternoon is Tracy M. Tracy, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon to you, Mako. Yeah, this is a really interesting race for me because as an ALTTPR person, I know the name that's sitting on the right. A lot of you that are more Z1R oriented may not know that name, but he is a very big name in ALTTPR, one of the developers of the ALTTPR randomizer. So he's playing a game that's not the one he developed and not I mean I was just looking up his past. He does have several races, but not in a while. So I'm really interested to see how he plays this seed. And of course, Pedantic Potato, definitely been around this community for a little while. So it's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I find sometimes when you've got folks that are newer racers, but have some limited experience, it can make for an exciting matchup. You never know what you're going to get. And so we will see how this goes.
Yeah,
So
and
thanks.
also just knowledge of how randomizers work in general is a useful thing. So, like Veetorp is obviously going to know the ALTTPR randomizer backwards and forwards. He's part of the group that programs it. But but having that knowledge can serve you well when you move over to a different game. So, yeah, and just I see Rick in chat. It was actually rather funny because when I saw the name pop up, I actually messaged Rick and said, "Is that Veetorp?" I had no idea he played this game. So, super exciting for me.
Good deal. And tracking for us this afternoon is Diesel Pilot, the one that makes it all happen, allows us to do our jobs fantastically, and allows everybody watching the race to track everybody. And we are off.
Yeah, that southwest corner start location, not the best location, not the worst location either. And we already have Wizrobes on the Overworld. Pedantic's gonna go ahead and try and get some bombs from them. Veetorp's just gonna say, you know what? I'll just leave you alone for now.
Yeah, absolutely. A screen like this, it's nice to maybe just leave. Well, he didn't leave one. If you
Yeah,
get
I
to
mean,
global, yeah, but
yeah. To be fair though, your hope. Yeah, I mean, that clock meant he wasn't gonna get a bomb until another couple of kills. So,
sure.
um, you kind of want them to come back so you can try farming them again.
Right, right. So we'll see. Veetorp is nice screen scroll, heading up through the cemetery as Pedantic Potatoes found the any roads, and we've got one of them heading up to the vanilla letter shop.
Yeah, have we seen what the starting item is? It's not the recorder, which is
Uh,
unfortunate because I really like the play to the grave with the recorder because you get those extra recorder spots.
yeah, I didn't see it either, but it looks like Diesel caught it right away. We've got the power bracelet as the starting item, so we've got
Ooh,
a bit of
that's
a
a
divergence now.
yeah. Well, Pedantic ending up in the forest near a bunch of Armos locations, so that's good. Looks like he's choosing not to pick up the money right away. That is a strategy that some runners use so that they can maybe hit all the door repairs before they pick up money to lose. And we see level 7. That is not a Q27. It could very well be a Q17.
Yeah, we'll see what they choose to do here. 7 early is usually a no-fly zone for a lot of runners, so we'll see what they do.
Okay.
They did get a
Yeah, get some
bomb.
bombs. I might have gone back in just to try and figure out whether it's 1Q or shapes. Those
Yeah,
bombs
I'm
would
with
help you out.
you. And you know what? You poke around, maybe you get, an early try, and, you get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
whistle and
yep.
come back.
Or every once in a while, like the second room will have your floor drop or your staircase. So like there are things to be had. And it's shapes or quest one. Either one, I'm not hanging around for super long because those are going to be big dungeons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I think first
look at that bomb price. Oh,
35 rupees for the
that is
bomb.
really unfortunate. But Vitor buying him says he's going to want to try and do as much of this Death Mountain as he can now, potentially. I might have saved that money in case a candle shop shows up instead of before I take any.
We got level 4 over on Potato's side. That looks like they're trying to determine what this is. And level 3 on Veetorp's side. So finding the dungeons here.
This is looking, on both sides, looking very Quest 1-ish. But not sure yet.
Yeah, if I'm guessing, it's Quest 1, but
it's not Quest 2.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, 4 could have been Quest 2, but 3 is not. 3 over there on Veetorp's side, that is definitely not Quest. Like, level 3 is very obvious. It's in the wrong column for the level 3.
Yeah, chat's usually pretty good at keeping track of what we are. Opno's saying Q1 4. Yeah, I tend to agree. And given that's 7 through 9, yeah, it doesn't look like we have any Q2 today.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any Q2 enemies yet, so that's a dead giveaway that there's going to be some sort of second quest. But it looks like we may not have that at all. No, I'm going to grab there we go. There's that candle, the free one. Yeah, a little surprised he doesn't stay in that Q1. That Q1 3 is I think one of the better dungeons to dig, and I kind of like the way it sets up. And you have these 4 little peninsulas that you can kind of segment them one at a time. But key blocked. Well, that would stop us too.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm getting back to those 3 and 4 dungeons if I need keys or what as quickly as possible. Yep. You got a staircase item, you've got a floor item, and they're generally not that large in comparison to Q2 8, for instance.
Yeah. I also like for the entrance for 4 there for Pedantic. I really like the start spot for that because you're starting in the linear section, and maybe you never have to go to the part that's not so linear. 42 rupee candle, but Pedantic has no money.
Had no money, no keys, no bombs, but they're having fun. Early seed, early game.
Now, this is an awful screen to get through to this white sword vanilla location check. It is a potion shop. We never need care about it again.
No. So when you have one of these start screens, like the lower left, or say, I just had one offline, the top of the waterfall, you got to be a little selective with your up A's, because you could be really far away to get back to where you want to be.
Yeah, and PedanticPotato doesn't have a candle yet, which is really unfortunate, because there's all these candle spots right here by start. For those people that have experimented a little bit with grabbing the candle just to get early locations, and then, retrying into the sword, this is the kind of start spot you would want for that, because you're right by all those burn bushes in the dead woods.
Yeah, some runners prefer it, like Panzer, but...
there's Panzer Dave who just grabs the candle regardless, and...
All right, so another restart. Veetorp with 000 on rupees, keys, and bombs. Be curious if any of them try to get over and prioritize... Oh, we did get the Armos. I'm sorry. I didn't see the Silver Arrow Armos pickup.
Oh, wow. That's a nice one. Yeah, I mean, Pedantic was in that area where there's 3 Armos locations, so it makes sense that he would be the one to find it first. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. We're talking about the early Triforce. Still not 100% sure of our split. It is looking a lot like Q1 front half and Shape's back half, but have not seen a map, or really enough of any of the maps to say for sure. Either way, the back half is going to be interesting, because Q1 7 and Q1 9 are awful dungeons, and Shapes can do Shapes things, so... In those big dungeons.
Absolutely. And without the book as an atlas, that's really, I've seen that really making some Shapes 9s very grindy if you can't pull that map.
Yeah, I feel like I think the purpose of not giving the book as an atlas is more to reward people for their knowledge of the vanilla dungeons, but it sure does hurt when you end up with those Shapes. And these dark nuts are just not letting Veetorp get to the next spot. All right, he sneaks through, and gets his money stolen for his efforts. All right, yeah, as Bandit gets near start. Yeah, can't pick that up yet. White sword heart container. I'll see if either our runners come back for that when they have more hearts.
Yeah, need more hearts to pick up an extra heart.
Yeah, and Pedantic continuing to not pick up those rupees. Just get all your door repairs out of the way, come back, pick up your money, buy something nice.
And they've got their candle now. Both runners with candles.
All right, we're in level 4 for Veetorp. Let's see if we get a few extra rooms here. Can't go down because no key. Nice potions letter for PedanticPotato. Unfortunately, the reverse C does not push. There's some hints, which we cannot read yet until we get the book to understand old men. And we're immediately ladder blocked out of ladder block to the north, key block to the south. Yeah, we're done with 4. I imagine that's what PedanticPotato saw earlier when he was in this dungeon.
Yeah, so we'll see. Since they haven't been able to progress in dungeons, do you start just prioritizing that overworld? Find that level 1 or 2. Maybe it's going to give you some keys and get you a couple of items to be able to get back in these dungeons.
Yeah.
Because with bombs now, power bracelet and candle, they're going to be able to clear, the bulk of the overworld at this point.
Yeah, the biggest things you're not getting, of course, are the recorder spots. There's also those 2 raft spots that you just hope never are relevant.
Yeah, I pretend the raft doesn't exist until the game
you have
to
Until
try
the game says, no, you're wrong. Go get your raft. You'll go get your raft and you'll like it.
And of course, there's those 2 ladder spots that, they don't ever seem to play a role until they do and don't have the ladder.
All right, that was a really fortunate clock for Veetorp because he didn't check the waterfall entrance. He's going to want to go back for that, and now the enemies will be gone when he does. Oh, here's level 2.
Level 2. I imagine we will see a dig here.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be 2 floor items.
Immediate key block, but you do. So here's an interesting thing. They could have left that key on the ground, done the Canana key, and then got the key back. But
yeah, actually, I really like that play if you're confident in your ability to do the Canana key.
I usually remember that after I've already picked the key.
And that's fair. that is a thing that also happens. Unfortunately, Pedantic had those gorillas lined up really well, except the one that sniped him.
Yeah, and somebody in chat, lag for sure. You can just tell when you get all those enemies in there. The bubbles,
well, you want that
lagging.
lag. you want that lag. Like, don't fast ROM our Z1R, because trying to do that while they're moving fast, that would be awful. All right, we're just gonna bomb our way past them. There could be a drop there though, so might have to come back for it.
Rolled up gels.
Because of course, rolled up gels. Why not? Rolled up gels aren't as bad as rolled up bats, though. To be fair.
Quite possibly the worst enemy to roll up. Yes, for sure.
Oh, Veetorp grabs a Triforce out of 8. I don't think he got any items. Oh, it looks like PedanticPotato also got that Triforce. Does he go back in? Oh, hello, shoot room.
I suspect both of them are hoping that they've got that try out of 8. They
never go back. Yeah, this is very much looking like Q1, so it's looking like we're going to have the shapes back half, not the front half, but we'd love to see a map for confirmation. It pains me every time I see them having to buy 35 rupee bombs. That's when I really look for that one screen that's just gonna have like squishy something that'll give me bombs easily. But
Oh,
there's the map,
almost got
and
our
he
map.
didn't quite get to it. There we go. Beefy keys and beefy gels. That's what everybody wants to see. And unfortunately, we're gonna go ahead and leave 2 for now. Maybe at least try and find some more hearts with take any's and such. And those darkness are saying, maybe you should go back.
Oh yeah, definitely
Let's
probably
see
gonna
if
just up A. Get their
he might
life
just up
back.
A to get his health back, but either way, yeah. Not a 4 heart. Okay, and then nice little D boost from the Zola there. Oh, hi 6.
First quest 6, not as bad as Shape 6.
Right, it's a much smaller dungeon than Shape 6 usually is.
Bouncing Vires got in the way.
Ooh, 37 mid-secret is nice.
It allows you to buy a bomb pack and have $2 left over.
I know, right? There we go. 5 heart, white sword heart. Okay, so if this is Q16, this is gonna bomb to the left here. $55 for our large secret is not what you're hoping for.
Yeah, the earmarkings of a poverty seed here, especially if these runners are needing to buy bombs. And we've got a ladder block in 6.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that we need to be in level 2. Pedantic's gonna go ahead and kill these Zols to try and see if he can get something here. They need to scoot down a little bit though. There we go. There we go. Hey, quest 1. Okay. We were correct. Quest 1 front half, shapes back half.
Yeah, the other dungeon, I believe Veetorp was key blocked in 3. That would be another one again. Yeah. If now Potato's got the key, I'd actually want more, but yeah, maybe I would get some progression in there.
Yeah, taking that key back to level 3. I don't think he's seen 3 yet. I just hope Veetorp doesn't buy arrows before finding the silvers under the Armos. I did that once, and I said, nope, never buy silver. No, sorry, never buy arrows before you've done the Armos item. It doesn't feel as bad when you buy arrows and you just get them in a dungeon somewhere, but that Armos item is available.
Yeah, it's up there, but not as bad as buying arrows when you already have silvers.
Yeah, I've done that too. That's really bad.
We will see that at least once in the tournament, probably for me. And the little secret is a 2 rupee secret.
Yeah, use those mid secrets well, because that's where you're getting your money from.
Yeah, and with the start screen, like mentioned earlier, to kind of save your money and up A, it's going to be a long haul until maybe you get a recorder. Now, there isn't any road in the eastern part of the Dead Woods, but yeah, that could be challenging.
Right. There we go. Silvers for Veetorp. $90 meat, not the greatest, but good chance. Shapes, the meat block tends not to play a factor. There's Magic Sword.
Right, because you're not going to get it in 1 through 6 at this point now. It's
Right.
got the 3 dungeon chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think when you roll shapes with a vanilla dungeon set, it'll actually roll into the location that would be in that first half. So first half 1 says that the meat blocks should be in 7. I don't know if that holds true all the time. Fortunately, it will not. It doesn't put a bait in level 3 if you have a 2Q back half.
Right.
That would be really annoying. And the same thing with bomb upgrades. So I'd expect to see a bomb upgrade in 7 again.
There should be 1 in 5. That I think is a lock.
Yeah, 5 is a lock because that's where that's where it is in first quest.
Yep.
All right. First quest 1.
Given
3
key.
items, 2 on the floor.
It's giving you keys so far, but it's taken them.
Yeah,
well.
I mean, 1 is going to always take your keys. Sometimes it'll also give you your keys. Fortunately, the walls will all bomb unless, of course, you have the right side staircase or the top of the old man. On the other hand, if you try to bomb to the left and you don't, and it doesn't work, there's a staircase there, and that's an unfortunate death that didn't quite get the RNG on that manhandler for the bomb to kill it in one go, and so it just got fireballed.
Yeah, when you've got the BMOS in there throwing the beams as well, it can wreak some havoc.
And Veetorp taking a death on that Wizrobe screen. An offensive upgrade of a sword would be so nice, just to be able to kill those Wizrobes more easily to try and farm for bombs.
Yeah, that's, obviously there's the known bow and silvers that you need, and, just about 98% of the time the ladder, but, if somebody pulls a red ring or a wand or white sword, that seems to be when you start to see them moving fast, and it can kind of break away here. Otherwise, I'd say this is about as even as you can be right now with these two.
Yeah, and it's saving us from some of the worst of the overworld travel. Let's see if we're gonna clear. This could be the the staircase room. Let's see if he can keep those sword beams. That'll make this a lot better. There we go.
See what we have.
Just a heart container, but that'll get him the free heart from the white sword item if he wants it.
Veetorp takes a death on the overworld, so they got a long way to go to get back.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and burn a key to get to the bottom, hoping to find an item or two here. We do have some very squishy blue moblins. Okay, there's an item. There's an old man that won't tell us anything. It's actually interesting. I haven't really seen it yet, but I have begun to wonder if we might see any runners go back into a dungeon specifically looking for the hint.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you, I was talking to one of the other really good runners about that strategy, and now this one you're looking about 4 or 5 rooms in, but if there's a level 7, and you've got an old man a couple rooms in, because it's free, right? You don't need to save up your rupees, do an up a restart.
No save scumming needed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you want with the manhandler. Nicely done. Gets a key for his trouble. I think he's going to come out. Yeah, he's going to come out with a lot of extra keys out of this dungeon, so that's going to work out well.
Yeah, they're going to burn one here. We'll be curious if you can go to the left up here for the remaining item, or if he's going to have to burn the key on the right side of the eagle.
Yeah, you definitely want to check this first.
Yeah, this room won't drop, so they're going to, if they want the other item, they're going to have to burn another key.
I think you do it. Like we've run into all these
Absolutely.
ladder blocks, and you've got 4 keys coming out of this dungeon.
Yeah. You got 4 keys right now. You got to do it.
You do it. You do it. At first, we take the Triforce and then go back in. Yep, there he goes. Especially knowing where the item has to be.
Yeah, I'm hoping Veetorp can find this level 1 because we're seeing it's going to net you positive keys. They know where 3 is at, so we'll see if they can make their way over to level 1. And I think that'll help them get going. You got 2 more hearts you're going to get. Actually, I forgot about this room. So there's another key door to the top right. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I think that would have been unfortunate if it had been the item, unless it's the any key, because you would have had to burn the other key to get the item if you wanted it. Although if it'd been a heart container, like a boomerang or something, you'd probably just like leave it and never come back for it.
Okay, keep going right, Veetorp. I think that's going to be the way to go. And we get the bow.
That's kind of important. That's important.
Bow and silver's all ready. So.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, in a bad money seed, I'm not as thrilled, honestly, because you're gonna want to use them, but like, where are you getting your money?
Ouch.
Hi, Wizrobes.
All right, so Veetorp should be. They handled this level 1. Yeah, they should be okay and come out with the same haul that Potato just did. So again, keeping it pretty close here so far. And I don't recall where level 3 was.
It was in Death Mountain somewhere.
Death Mountain. That's right. Yeah. Veetorp had an early tour up there.
Yep.
And no, make it a good point. Silver is very good in the dungeons, right? Because you've got your Wizrobes and Dark Nuts on the Overworld. So.
Yeah, it would be better if we could get more money. You know, the two on the small and what was it, 50 something on the large. Yeah, not great money for heavy early bow usage. Veetorp gonna get the bow first.
They have 91 rupees, so they're actually in a good spot rupee wise right now.
You can use those arrows very quickly, though.
Yes. I've got into level 9 with 200 rupees and been down to 60 in no time.
Yep.
Blasting away.
All right, both players now have the white sword heart. I'd like to see PedanticPotato go back into 2. It looks like he's heading in that direction.
Yep.
Nice having that bow first for the Pulse voice there for Veetorp.
Absolutely. Because you've got, on average, 10 hits the wood sword on them.
Yep. And the nice thing about the Pulse voice is they leave money. They're a money dropper, so you usually get your money back for your arrows when you kill them. Especially if you get a big room of them.
Absolutely. 7 of the 10 drop items are rupees on the global chart, and 2 are 5ers, so.
Yep. Right, like if it's a bad money seed and I see like Stalfos or Levers and an easy place to kill them, I'll just, every time I go through the screen, I'll just, get a bunch of money from them. Don't so much do it with the Pulse voice, because, yeah, they're, A, they cost money, and B, they hurt more, and C, If you don't have the bow, they're horrible to try and kill in the first place. Oh, nice red candle on the floor.
Yep. Not as important when you don't have the red bubbles, but certainly a nice secondary offensive item, especially if money is an issue with your silvers.
Yeah, and in fact, they work really well against these Lionels if you can just kind of spam the flame at them. They're not super fast, but like if you're hurting for health and or arrows for money or money for arrows, it's a good item to use for that. Okay, fortunately, we don't have to worry about that Gleeok with that fiver sitting there on the floor.
Yeah, very nice to be able to skip that. Silvers cannot handle the Gleeok.
No, unfortunately not. There's the Triforce. Still one more item out of this, too.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm hoping ladder, I'm hoping red ring. Like, or wand.
White
wand
sword
always,
would also be a nice one.
Yeah. But
it might also need Raft or Recorder for a dungeon. Okay, this room likes to drop, so we're going to go ahead and kill these Lionels to find out if it does. It does have a small key, or sorry, a key. Suddenly went Link to the Past on you. It does have a key you can come back and get later if he wants it.
Veetorp one heart away from a mag's check already.
Yeah? We saw it on one of their sides. I don't remember which side we saw it on, though. There's nothing more satisfying than finding Magic Sword with 10 hearts and just being able to pick it up. It doesn't happen often. I think I've had it happen to me once.
There's the ladder.
Oh, there's the ladder. That's a good... We already know we need that, so...
Absolutely. So level 4, probably in Potato's future.
Yeah, I would head back to 4, absolutely. Veetorp on his way to what we know is 2. I don't think he's seen it yet.
No, they should be there on the 2 screens from now. And has neither runner checked the coast?
I think we saw. I want to say we saw a heart there.
Gotcha. That's the one thing with Heart Shuffle with the tracker that I don't see the little dock.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of tracking the heart at all in Heart Shuffle. Like just get rid of it. Or as I've suggested a couple of times, just and less important for this tournament, but like for when we did the random percent tournament, just put an S there so that when viewers turn in, they just immediately know it's a Heart Shuffle. But either way,
that's a good idea. That is a good idea. That's the one thing I've noticed when you drop in on a race midstream, like, oh, wait, what is the white sword item, right? Because that was a heart. What was the coast? Yep.
I just assume it's a heart. Like, in particular, the coast and the Armos item, because usually you see those pretty early. The white sword item, there's a reasonable chance that you just haven't seen it yet. It can be pretty deep in the game. Yeah, careful with those red Wizrobes. Now, at least if you bump them, I think it's just still 1 heart of damage, but those red Wizrobe beams are the only thing besides Ganon that does 4 hearts of damage. Don't get hit by them.
Especially when you're this far from start on the Overworld.
Yeah. There's the shoot for Veetorp. Usually we see this room in level 3, so it'll be interesting to see if it may be shuffled out of 3. I don't know if that even can happen.
I keep thinking I'm starting to understand what can and can't, and then...
I know, right?
And the other day I saw a horizontal shoot room in Second Quest 1, and now in level 2.
That's different. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, I had a transport, a one-way transport in 2Q7 the other day that took me into Zelda's room. And I had a few veterans in my chat that were like, yeah, I've never seen that either. So
there you go. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it is. So look, there you go. Yeah. To answer chat, yeah, we got Triforce 2. So he's got 1, 2, and 8. Veetorp, I imagine, will certainly have 1, 2, and 8 as well. Oh, see this. Okay, here we go. I think you need it. It might be. Okay, we'll see in the next room, but I think you might need a key to get the key in the shoot room. So no reason to go grab that.
No, like shooting an arrow for a single rupee.
Yep. Which people do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There are things that when you sit back and say, I would never do that, but when you're in the heat of a race,
Nah, there's all sorts of things that happen.
A lot of things happen. Yep.
Okay, sure we're very close to that ladder here for Veetorp.
Yeah, they're going to feel real good when they see that ladder pop up here.
There it is. All right, so Potato with us. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a lead advantage, whatever, but I think Veetorp actually has a little bit of the exploration advantage, having seen most of Death Mountain, knowing where that 3 is. I would go back there if I were him. With 4 keys and it's a quest 1-3, yeah, I would totally go back there.
Yeah, at this point, 35 minutes in, I'm routing in the dungeon locations I know and just trying to get as much covered. You still have to find 5. I think you still need to find 9. Veetorp going into 6.
Yeah, I think this is the first he's seen of 6. Pedantic had this earlier. It is ladder blocked.
And the other benefit too, you start getting that overworld cleared, and it's going to tell you whether or not you have to dig out a shapes 8, perhaps, right, for a raft or for a recorder. At that point, you're letting the game dictate whether or not you're going to need to fully clear, since you've already got the required items.
All right, there's an item in 4, a magic boomerang. We're just gonna walk over it and pick it up. I also like it when runners pick up maps. There is a certain amount of advantage to being able to go without it. It does, slow you down a little bit potentially, unless you're able to just walk right over it. But I personally like the visual of seeing where runners are, or myself on the map. Now, sometimes if it's super inconvenient, moat room before you have a ladder type thing, you don't go back for it. But if it's 2 steps away, I think it's reasonable to get it.
Yeah, I'll give up a couple frames to go get it for sure, because most of us are using a tracker. Our eyes are going back and forth, and there's the white sword in 6. That's
so far, advantage Veetorp in terms of going 6 instead of 4. The white sword definitely a better item than the magic boomerang. But this is still in the linear part of 6. Pedantic's not missing that sword. Also, not a hard required item anyway.
Yeah, they've been managing their cash flow pretty good here. We do have a dig dogger.
I can't do anything about that right now. Now, it could be oh, well, okay. That's That's the transport staircase right there with that, Oh! No. Okay, well, we're still on no rings, so you can't take a hit from the, landmo there. That's where I try, like, if it's a blue one, I just say I'm not grabbing the compass right now. With the red one, you can kind of get around it. Or, or do the landmo dodge.
You can outrun the red one if you time it right.
It's really hard to outrun the blue one. So it's like, okay, maybe I'm just not getting the compass there, or maybe I'm just going to try and get it before it gets me. Either way, either landmo, though, you need to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice thing about the white sword is the bats no longer take 2 shots.
And I got a forced fiber on the blue gorillas. So those are one of the harder enemies to keep your count going against. They're so quick with those boomers.
Those boomerangs will get you. Here's the Triforce in 4. We're gonna go a couple more rooms to see if we can find the staircase item.
This looks very promising.
All right, let's see if we can get this compass. Just wait out the red. Yeah, careful.
Run! Run!
Okay, now get out.
You need rupee speed. There's the book.
Okay, that's a nice find. Except our money stinks and hints are expensive. If anyone's buying hints, we're safe scumming them for sure, because we have that our best offensive weapon, even on Veetorp's side with that white sword, is still going to be the silver arrows.
Yeah,
So we're going to want that money.
If you're familiar with watching the races and not sure with the book, so this year the flag it is not an atlas. It will produce fire if you have the wand, but the most important quality it does have is your ability to read those hints. So you'll see runners now potentially, as Tracy said, maybe trying to save their rupees to buy the hints, or perhaps, you're going to get a hint out of each dungeon. Some dungeons have more than one. So very quality item to have, and especially in level 9 for the locations.
And the hints are all true.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point.
Try and bomb out. You can try and bomb out. Okay, well, we're not going to try and bomb out. Mugger Room wanting keys or bombs. We don't want to give up either one of those until we have an any key. So, or a bomb upgrade or something. So this may help. I mean, I might, if I'm Veetorp, if I would have tried bombing out to the right there. That sometimes does work. And if that hadn't worked, I'm also up Aing and then grabbing the Triforce. And if I can't get over to the right side without paying the mugger, I'm gonna wait on that area because that was 4 keys, or a bomb, or max bombs. Those are just things I'm not willing to give up this early. Or I mean, I guess we're not that early anymore, but we have other places we can go.
Yeah, the only problem with Veetorp is this is twice now they've had to start over in 6, and it's a long pathway to get back
it
up
really
there.
is,
So they are burning a little time here. I don't know if there was a transport that could maybe scoot them up there a little quicker.
We haven't seen the we've seen what is the transport. He hasn't gone in it. There's a single block room with a rupee sitting on it. I think it might be right below this room. Maybe it's this. No, it's below the dig dog room, I believe. And that's a dead giveaway that's a transport or a staircase because of remove most open staircases. The single block room doesn't normally have a drop. And so if you see one sitting there, it's going to push. Okay, so we can get around the mugger room. Looks like Veetorp is going to go ahead and do that. Raft in 3.
Yep, so you take the boat. You don't have all your dungeons located.
You got to take it. You can't just leave that.
And the silver's obviously too helping with those fires. It's going to take them down, and they are bomb droppers.
Yeah, and the nice thing is they didn't roll up. You hate to you spend a silver arrow or a bomb on them to try and kill them. And yeah, you don't want... Yeah, it's really annoying when they don't die. This room, we're looking for the floor drop. This room at best could give us a key. It does, so at least there's that.
And we got the recorder in level 3.
So our other dungeon block items in 3. Interesting.
So nothing can slow down Pedantic Potato at this point on the overworld. They've got everything they need. The question now, again, do they get some of those quality of life items like a red ring? In my mind now, you're not digging 8. Nope. You're cruising. You're not digging 7.
Yeah, so this is going to be the transport is going to be from here to that other single block, which would just kind of on the other side of the Triforce. So where's our item? Okay, we haven't killed these Dodongos yet. It's got to be here.
No. Is it
Or not?
down? No.
No, we killed the enemies in that room up there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we haven't done yet.
Oh, Kathy's saying shoot room.
Oh, it totally could be the shoot room. And Potato done in 3. No. Dig Dogger.
Or Dig Dogger.
It's the Dig Dogger. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that's unfortunate when you full clear a dungeon and the only room left.
And Potato's going to have that. Yeah, Potato's
Yeah.
going to have that when they go back in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the same time, though, they may not even be electing to. They may just be try and go because they've got everything.
Yeah, we know whatever it is not required, but it certainly could be something nice, like a red ring. Wand would be good. Any key.
Okay, level 7, shape 7.
Yeah, shape 7 without a let's see if we get a bomb hole. No, we have to guess on the right or the left. We cannot pirouette either of those directions. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Wow, okay, we're gonna try and bomb down. If that doesn't work, then the other side would have to bomb. The other side of the start room. That's not pushing.
Yeah, they did what I like to do, though. You just push a little longer, hoping maybe the game changes its mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I found the recorder in Quest 2 back in the day. I just was pushing on the wall in frustration, and next thing I know, I'm in the next room. So. Yeah. Potato going ahead and pushing on those blocks says he still wants to find that quality of life item. For him, it could be a white sword or a wand or a red ring. But I don't see him going out of his way to get any of those things. So if those things are in 8, for instance, both runners have their Triforces, they're not getting it. So I expect he will get the white sword.
Yeah, once Veetorp finds their raft, they will have all Overworld blockable items in their possession as well.
Yeah, and we found all our dungeons. We found 5?
I don't think we've seen 5.
We have not found 5. We've got everything else.
And Tutor, yes, BBQ
on the
is
floor.
on the floor. Yeah, I actually started to personally
You don't need that.
Don't need it.
That's the repeat power bracelet. In 7.
I tried to keep track on my own here of things, and after about 4 screens, I couldn't keep up. So I can only do one thing at once. And there's the raft.
Veetorp.
So quick work out of 3.
Yeah, I think we have the tracker. We'll get this fixed. The tracker should be recorder in 3 and power bracelet in 7. As Veetorp goes for the Triforce. Yeah, this should bomb up, so no need to use that key. Maybe not. I had to think why that wouldn't bomb up. Oh, we're in the arm. The arm won't bomb up.
There is our meat block in shape 7. Does not appear to be required.
Alright, done in 3. So, I imagine Veetorp goes back to 7 to get... Oh, gosh. That's a shape.
That is.
I'll leave it to Chad to come up with something for that shape. I don't have anything
Now
immediately.
I cannot wait to see what 8 looks like.
But yeah, being right near. I guess, or maybe he's gonna go look for 5. Yeah, I could do that. Dig Dog Gaze is on Death Mountain, so it's gonna be in Death Mountain. And I want to say we've seen most of West, so it could be towards the east. Could be right here.
And there it is.
Hey, look at it! Look, we got it. We got level 5.
All right, I need you to call my next race. So when I'm looking for something, just tell me it may be here. And,
yeah, I'll try that. I make no promises. Yeah, there's no way to pirouette that door open, unfortunately. Unfortunately, then this didn't bomb open. When walking out and it back in didn't work, it's not gonna bomb. So.
Yeah, I think Corey and Chad Aponia. I kind of agree. I'm gonna go with a horse for the shape.
Sure. Yeah, Epona being the horse in, I want to say, in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend this key here. Meanwhile, we don't have a compass yet for 7. Oh, that's a death deep in 7. If there's a different direction he hasn't gone yet, I could see going in a different direction.
And I don't know if either runner has a potion. I would highly.
I don't think we've seen the potions. I don't think we've seen the letter yet. Have we seen the letter?
Thought we did see the letter.
I won't swear to it because these seeds are all running together. Oh, hi Triforce.
I suspect Veetorp will bail on 5.
Yeah, I think you just leave. Again,
Yep.
There are useful items still available, and there's a bomb upgrade somewhere in there too, but at 101 rupees, and again, those silver arrows that you want to be able to use. But that should be all his dungeons, so I'm not entirely sure what he's doing up here. Let's see, he's looking for that letter, or maybe wants to get another take any to give himself a shot at Magic Sword. We haven't seen a lot of dungeon hearts. Oh gosh, no bombs for Potato. Yeah, we've seen the white sword item. It's a heart. And it does get the last large secret, so that's like 55 extra arrows, so that's certainly useful. And there's our useless bait block.
Yeah, when you're looking for bombs, you're also thinking, man, if I have to buy them,
yeah,
it's about 20% over MSRP. So,
and if the if I'm right, and the bomb upgrade is in 7, which even if I'm wrong that it has to be in 7, it still could be in 7. 51 rupees ain't gonna do it. I want to say it's like, was it 70 to 120 or is it 80 to 120? I know it's 70 something to 120 or 120 something. In any case, 50 or 61 is not going to do it. Especially when you're using arrows to kill Pole's Voice. Although, like I say, they do often give you your money back. 75 to 125, that sounds right.
Yeah, no bomb droppers. Can't get a force since you don't have a bomb.
Oh, gosh, and Manhandle likes to drop the bombs when you kill it with the bomb, but if you kill it with something else, it doesn't like to drop a bomb, so...
Yeah, I would exit that room and come back and see if you can't get a bomb off those Vires.
Yeah.
Because they might be stuck, and this is a big dungeon to have to haul back into.
He has no way out of this area other than up A or kill the Manhandler. There's a 250 rupee blue ring. Yeah, we can't afford that.
Hoping for a good global here.
Yeah, still on Wood Sword, having to farm Wizrobes is not ideal.
And they get a 16 count fairy.
Oh, there we go. That's what Veetorp wanted. He wanted a potion shop. Gets a potion.
Good move. Very good move.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we'll have 2 bomb chances when Potato comes back out.
Yeah, Veetorp's gonna have similar issues with the bombs in 7 potentially. Again, also only on 8. Yeah, yeah. Chat mentioning that the red was cheaper than the blue. It does happen. It's kind of a nice. It's weird when it does happen, and you want to buy one potion, and you're gonna buy the red just because. Well, it's still cheaper.
Oh, bad luck for Potato. They did not get the
Ugh,
global 6 or 8,
has to
so they're gonna
try
have a global 1
again.
coming. Hoping they don't get a 5er, which is going to be coming back up here soon.
There it
and
is.
there's the 5er.
Veetorp, meanwhile, picking a little extra money, may actually be able to afford the bomb upgrade should it come up. Oh, this is just terrible luck for Potato.
Yeah, so some of that extra time Veetorp took in 6, it's kind of offsetting now. But look, they're going to have to do 7 as well. So,
Yep, absolutely.
and if you didn't see, and there's level 9.
That's what we were looking for.
I didn't realize, yeah, we
Level
didn't know where that
9.
was.
We did not know where 9 was. We have not seen 9. That is the first we've seen of that. Okay, so Veetorp has full overworld knowledge. Probably heading back to 7 here.
And the global is broken. It's 40%, but
No, it's only, well, it's not. It's like 100% if you have bombs.
yeah, there you go.
And it's like 2% if you don't. That's how that works.
Okay, maybe. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's impossible to tell. Hopefully there are only 2 Wizrobes on that second stack, because then the next drop would be a bomb. There we go! Yay!
There we go. Get the double. Oh, nope.
Okay, we'll take the fairy though, and that'll give us full health going
All
back into the
right.
dungeon.
Now we got him. Oh, he's going. You know what? At this point, yeah, I'm getting 8 bombs because
Yeah.
Well, I'd say clip this, but it would be a long.
Nah, this is too long for a clip.
I know.
It doesn't
I feel
feel good
bad.
if you're the player.
Oh, we've all been here though. We have all been here.
Also of note, Veetorp with 150 rupees, 77 for Pedantic Potato. Those rupees can go fast. We'll see if either one. Okay, now at 82, he might have a shot at that bomb upgrade. Veetorp would be able to afford it right now if he finds it, but those silvers are gonna use up a lot of that money. There's that. Yeah, we don't want that. There's that power burst. The worst item in the game. Finding the item you started with. And unfortunately, unless Magic Sword is 10 hearts and it's just on the floor somewhere that the runners just run into, I don't think we're getting it today.
All right, Potato's back in action. We've got both runners in 7. See if we catch a high 5 or not.
Yeah, Potato with the exploration advantage, of course, having already done much of the 7.
And the map, absolutely.
And has the map, yeah.
But with a dungeon like this, you never know when you're just going to stumble in the right room at the right time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's that map.
They probably just did the, what the heck is this?
Yeah. At least it's not a big, like a chunky level 7. That's when, like when those 7, 8s, and 9s roll to be like these big blocks. I feel like those are the worst to try and get full coverage on.
Yeah, and they've got the ladder, right? So you're not. That's the other. You could get in one of these, and there's a choke point with a ladder block,
Yep.
and then so they should
or
be
or a Goma or a Dig Dogger, all those things. Yeah. like Potato found a transport that goes to the right of start.
Like every 2 minutes I look, and one of our runners, though, is passing that meat block.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to exit the dungeon without the Triforce and without up A, you'd have to go through it. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there hungry.
All right. Oh, not our high five. Similar room, 5 pair with Pole's voice. But can't be the try because it's a dark room.
Yeah, dark rooms can drop keys, so if you're low on keys, it's sometimes worth going through and doing it. But
and can drop the compass too. So
and drop the compass, which would be super useful. Oh, there's the floor heart for Veetorp. So if Magic Sword's 10 hearts, and maybe he tries it, I don't know. With White Sword, it's a little less of a priority, I think. That would be a possibility now. I feel like it's got to be in this corner, right where
I think
Potato
so.
ran out of bombs.
Yeah, the tail of the horse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Yeah, I don't think he didn't kill the Landmo. Okay, so there's a bit of a lead for Veetorp now. Has the better weaponry. Just has 4 to do, and 4 wasn't too bad.
And they have 9's location, which I don't know that Potato has found.
He has not started looking for 9 yet. And we were wondering what was Veetorp looking for, and I'm like, when he found 9, it's like, that's what he was looking for. He's looking for 9. Sometimes the runners are smarter than we are. It's like Potato will always get his container heart. Now we're going to do the Take Any Road to get closer to 4, which is up here in the Lost Hills / coast area. Yeah, and actually, Caffey making a good point. Potato still needs to find 5.
Glad that didn't bomb up, because that's going to send them in the right direction. Go down. There we go.
But he's the one that has the hint for it being up in Death Mountain, so that shouldn't be too bad. Veetorp managed to stumble on it. It was like right after Potato saw the hint. They said it was in Death Mountain. Veetorp landed on in the spot. So that shouldn't be too hard for him to find. But yeah, the level 9, we have no hints for 9 that I recall. Now, Potato could buy the hints, except he only has 39 rupees. Oof. Still with no ring, those Lionel swords are going to do 2 hearts of damage. You got to be careful.
Yeah, with the cheap potions, 146. At this point, you have it, use it, because you can get another one.
Yeah, I mean, your money, you're never going to get enough money for a blue ring.
Nope.
Unless you specifically farm it, and that's slow.
And you've kind of hit that, hour limit here where the seed hasn't been that tough. Like, your opponent has bow and silvers, likely all the overworld block items. So
it needs to be more careful in that Lionel room though. I mean, it may be faster to arrow them down, but it is maybe a little safer to get that red candle out and use it.
And the question will be, will they find the book? Because that could be, if they're both in 9 at the same time, which I think is a very good possibility, that would give Potato the upper hand.
Yeah, that book's going to tell you potentially where the compass is, potentially where Ganon is, potentially where Zelda is. Might even tell us that the silvers aren't there, but we've had silvers for a really long time. That's not going to be an issue. But yeah, the book is in a staircase room, and I'm not sure Veetorp's going to bother looking.
Be careful. Potion. Potion.
Okay, gets a heart. I was gonna say that if he wants that, yeah, grabbing that key would be useful. If he can ladder clip. But he's gonna need to, yeah, you need to ladder clip twice if you want that key, because it would be kind of silly to ladder clip for the key and then walk out the key door. And
Potato
more
in
Lionels.
Death Mountain, but not in the right area for 5.
Did he? Yeah, he's. You want to? It's that kind of area that's right between east and west Death Mountain. I forget whether it was the bomb spot that always bombs, or the one directly to the west that I believe is a second quest bomb spot.
Oh, and they're out of bombs. Yeah, you're right. I think
that's so
the
bad.
kids these days call that like the transitional screens between east and west.
Yeah, I could see that. That would make sense. Yeah, and he doesn't have money to buy bombs. He's gonna have to kill something, like these red dark nuts, to get some bombs.
He could circle back to level 7.
Oh yeah, I would go back. I would go back to 6. He hasn't done 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
6.
Yeah, you gotta get to 6. Get that white sword. They'll find the white sword. I think it's only a couple rooms.
Yeah,
in.
he's been looking for quality of life items, and it was on path. So yeah, I imagine he's gonna get that. You see some runners when they get into this stage of the game, they don't even check staircases unless the game forces them to find a transport. It's too bad these gorillas aren't on the overworld, because they're very good bomb droppers, and I think they rolled down. Like Veetorp also still looking for quality of life items, but I forget whether the book. I think the book may have been after the Triforce. I don't think he's gonna go any extra rooms to look for it.
Yeah, this room won't drop in 4.
Yeah, there's the Triforce. Yeah, he's just gonna grab that. I imagine. I mean, I don't like the choices. I don't like the spend a key here. This could be a heart container or a boomerang that you just don't need. It is going to be the book, so it is useful. But it's a shapes 9. I might rather have the key, honestly. Especially when I already have the silvers and I'm not looking for the silvers are or aren't here hint.
Yeah, and for their point of view though, they're thinking it could be the any key, right? It could be the red ring. But this is going to square them up with the book. Yeah,
there are a lot of really useful. I mean, even a wand would be useful here. But if it was the wooden boomerang,
yeah, we've got.
I would be feeling really sad. Oh, that's good. Okay, so Potato and Sunling with some offense. Now, if he sees that white sword, is going to be sad. We do have. He might get the. I mean, it's possible he gets the what we assume is a Dig Dogger blocked item in 6. And suddenly those Wizrobes, like your bomb problems, I mean, they're not solved, but farming them just got a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
On both the red Wizrobes and the Dark Nuts.
And Veetorp heading to 9.
Yeah. Not going to try for Magic Sword at 10 hearts. Yeah, I mean, it might be a 10 heart Magic Sword. We don't know. We know for sure he could get it at 11, but he doesn't have 11, so. I will say this. The difference between wood and white, I feel like, is much greater than white and magic.
So question in chat with the red ring in 9. We're not sure. We've got an outstanding item in 6. We've got an any key out there.
We haven't seen anything in 8.
A wand.
8 was a very 8 was a really quick Triforce, and we're never going back. So. And yeah, if I'm Veetorp, I'm checking anything. I mean, I may not always take the transport, but anything I see. I'm looking to see if there's an any key or a red ring.
Yeah, I'm getting that key in probably up A.
I think he's just gonna kill these guys. I mean, Wall Masters are another money dropper, so he gets a... Okay, that's not so great. Don't grab the clock! But yeah, Wall Masters are money droppers, so you get a whole bunch of ammo from them. Oh, and we get... Okay, so that ended up being... That key is worth it to have the map.
And I was just about to say, hey, can we switch the audio over? So, great job, whoever did that.
Yeah, Diesel Pilot probably did it. Our wonderful tracker and SG volunteer extraordinaire. Doing all the extra work behind the scenes today. Now, the interesting thing I find when it comes to keys in 9, especially as shapes or Q19, there are a lot of key doors in 9. There's also a reasonable number of keys, but it's not impossible for to find a quicker path to whatever it is you're looking for, Zelda, Ganon, Silver Arrows, whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I tend to see more people run out of bombs than keys.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, I've gone in there with 20 bombs, and if you don't have a map, you can run out of those bombs really fast. But yeah, there's no reason to pay that mugger. There's nothing behind it, so we're just gonna up A and start over. I'd kill this room because these guys won't come back because of the bubbles.
The bubbles, yep.
Right, you know, yeah, you can clip in, and it's a little faster if you can clip it. If you're really good at block clips, it's a little faster, even if the enemies aren't there. But oh, that's a spot. Well, only one way out, so you're gonna save some bombs by already having the map here. But logically, there's nothing. You have to clip to get through that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if they can clip, but once they push, that became a moot point.
Yep, yeah, and for those of you that are good at block clipping, I'd really love to see a block clip tutorial that involves going through all 4 directions of the turnstile room, because it's a little different depending on which side you're coming from.
Yeah, the left side, you typically are gonna go hug the top and do what would be a reverse block clip, and then that puts you down, and then you push up. Going from right to left is actually a bit easier. You just have to do a traditional block clip.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that's the one I can do. All right, we did get a hint that says the beast is in the southwest, sorry. And Veetorp's headed that direction. Has the 2 potions. I imagine we'll use them. Especially now that he's gotten hit by the trap.
And we hear him.
Yeah,
Be careful. Okay, get that potion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think, yeah, you just use the potion. Oh, and he's in his room and everything. And we have 2 shutter doors, so maybe one of those is Zelda. And Zelda, of course, it normally would only be behind a single shutter door. But if she's outside of Ganon's room, then there could be as many shutter doors as the game wants in that room. Veetorp keeping that blue potion at the ready. No red ring, no blue ring. Got us brief stun lock. Go, just use it. Just use it. Just use it. You have plenty of money to buy more if you need to. You have the path. He was, I want to say he's got 4 or 5 hits.
Yeah, just stay right there. Don't move. Other than to avoid the beams.
Yeah, there's that white sword for a potato that he's very unhappy with because he's got magic sword.
Maybe 2 more hits.
We're getting close.
Stay there. No, stay there. Go back.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, got him.
Clutched it out.
Now check the doors first. See if one of these is Zelda. one unfortunately is not, and you're shuttered in. Then you'll go back through and you'll check the other door. But if it's not the other door, I would go up from this room.
I'm definitely
or try
checking
to.
those
Yeah.
3 rooms, yeah.
Those, you know, how many times have we seen Zelda in one of those dumb rooms? Unfortunately, chooses not to go that direction. Still low on health, but at least now, going back to start, not necessarily a bad thing, depending on where it sends you, and where she actually is. Like, even if Zelda's not in that little area, if you get a compass and you see her there, you're just gonna feel bad. Okay. Just
don't
be careful. Don't die in the fire. There we go.
Very good.
Veetorp pulling this one out with an official race time of 1:14 flat. Very nicely done.
Potato is on the search now for level 9.
And it looks like we have Veetorp with us. I heard the sound briefly, and I think he went away. Let's see. All right, he's in the setup room. There we go. There's Veetorp. Welcome in. GG's.
GG's. Wow.
Yeah, so first I gotta tell you the funny story. When I saw your name come up during the Wheel of Doom, I messaged Rick and I said, "Is it that Veetorp?"
Indeed. Very same.
Because I don't even ever see you racing Link to the Past, which of course is what you're known for.
Yeah, I've, mostly just kind of played in really crazy settings recently, and I don't know, the tournament life, I was kind of getting out of it in general, but every single time there was a Z1 tournament, I was like, I kind of want to be in that every time. So someone like, whatever it is, I'll just join, and then I saw the settings afterwards, and here we are.
Well, I mean, the settings worked out well for you today, but no second quest. That's, I think most people that were on the fence were like, do I want to play second quest? So I'm assuming that might be the thing that you saw afterwards that you weren't so sure about.
The second quest was definitely, I was doing a practice seed yesterday, and I realized the first 6 dungeon, when their second quest, really changes where items are. I was so confused.
It really does. It doesn't in the second half too, but
fair enough.
GG's Veetorp, and glad you joined the tournament. Glad to have you here. You had a really great race. Congratulations on the round 1 win. 114 flat against a really good opponent. So what was going through your mind during that race?
Don't mess up. No, really, I was just focused on finding dungeons and hoping to find like enough bombs to just keep moving forward. It was don't get stuck anywhere. I think I dipped a few dungeons and like went a few rooms in and was like, you know what? Not worth it. Just keep looking for stuff. We'll get what we need.
Well, and you found there was like 4 was you had some key blocks or some ladder blocks.
Yeah.
So you just couldn't do all the things. Yeah, and the quality of life items were few and far between in this one because the money was really bad. And you had silver arrows so early as your best offense, and bombs at 35 rupees as we saw on Potato as he's looking for level 9. Blue ring, unless you make a concerted effort to make sure you save that money, you're never getting a blue ring. And who knows where the red one was?
Didn't see the red. Had to have been in 8 or 9 or 5, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the other item in 6, because I know you cleared every room but one.
Oh,
which
yeah,
was
we got
the
a
Digdogger room. Was the
yes. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The one I didn't have the flute, so
yeah, you couldn't do it. Yeah.
And so I would argue every runner, if they knew 4's location in 6, they're going to try to do 4 before 6. And I would say that was a bit of the turning point because you did 6 first. Now, you had a little bit of an issue in there, and then you picked yourself up and got that try and got out of there. Potato just now finished 6.
Oh.
So they didn't get that white sword. They were on wood sword for quite a while. Now, they do have mags at 11 hearts. We don't know if it's
10 or 11.
But that was really, I would say, because you guys both had bow, silvers, ladder, power bracelet to start, candle. You guys were very, very close. I think you each had 3 Triforces, you each had 4, you each had 5. But that 6 versus 4 really was the turning point, and you found 5 quickly. Potato had to search all of West Death Mountain for it. So the plays of the game were things that you probably don't even realize are occurring.
Yeah.
But yeah, level 6 turned out to be the winner for you.
Yeah, that white sword helped a lot.
My lack of experience being the, I'm in a dungeon. I guess I'll just clear it.
And you both, and I would say your level 7 went faster. That was a tough level 7 to navigate through, but you got there and Potato ran out of bombs.
Oh.
And they went out and I think tried to farm off the orange whizzies outside the entrance maybe 6 times, maybe 7. They just could not get a global drop.
Those drops were not coming.
And you ended up getting in there and getting the Triforce before them. So probably the critical moments there. Resource-wise, too, while money was tight, you did a good job managing your money. Because like Tracy said, when you've got those silvers, it's very easy to look up and see, why is my B button not working? Oh yeah, I'm out of rupees.
I'm out of rupees, yeah.
I certainly was making it a point to make sure that I always had money for the silvers. I realized it was the only like combat. I mean, the white sword's good, but silvers were like mowing stuff down.
Yep.
Yeah, just about every enemy in dungeons you could kill with the silvers because you had the Wizrobes and Dark Nuts on the Overworld. So, that's a big advantage that you weren't facing an 8 blue Wizzy room with wood sword.
Yeah, that would have been real rough. I did find out how red Wizrobes spawn on the Overworld. I've never seen that before where they just kept spawning.
Yeah.
That was.
It's typically a forest screen, and yeah, you'll get them occasionally. There's probably about half a dozen screens where it's just rapid fire. They don't stop. And
here's Ganon for
you just
Potato.
want to run and get the heck away from them. Yeah, and Potato in with Ganon. They do have mags, and they do have potions. Green tunic. They have their potion ready.
Yeah, I think I would have.
Yeah, just use it.
I would have died in here if it were wooden sword. There was no way I would have beat Ganon with a wood sword and no mail.
Yeah, I mean, you cut it close. Used both your potions, had a heart left, half a heart left. Yeah, I'm glad you got through that, because that's a rough walk back, and possibly getting more potions too. At least you had the money for it.
Yeah.
Now one thing, he doesn't have the map that you had, but we both said go, with the map, you go up here, because you never wanted to come back here again. But as it turns out, she wasn't there, so it was fine.
Yeah, you're right. Potato doesn't know about. Tracy, we would have been convinced that was probably her because came right up to those 3 and shut her door, but it didn't open.
And he keeps going up. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize how high this one's. I think this is the last room here.
Yeah, it is. It is. And
it's a push block though. It could be an item. Like if that's your red ring, that's just rude.
Yeah, this is really tough because thinking what that map looked like, it was just that one little row or column that you bombed up on. And I don't think, well, that's not going to bomb.
That's going to push though.
Yeah, hopefully this gets them in a good spot to maybe at least get the map. That'll help. But
that was funny though when I was walking to the room that, is right before Zelda. I'm like, I have half a heart. And the door just opened. I did not want that.
We all said, please don't die.
Careful.
Zelda fire.
Yeah, that's one of those classic ones that we've seen. You walk into the fire with half a heart, and oops. So glad we didn't see that today. Oh, he's gonna try these other transports.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. A Shapes 9 no map can really be challenging. Normally, most all other races... Oh, man, it is a heart. Most other flags, I should say, the book is going to be the Atlas. So you guys would have had that going in. But now it's going to put down the Patra. With Mag, should not be difficult.
Yeah, in your case, you know, both you were kind of sort of looking for quality of life items. Once you got into, you know, sort of that go mode situation, and you ended up, you know, he saw the white sword after you already got magic sword. You got a book, which I guess, you know, in the end, I think it did help you because you got the hint for where Ganon was.
Double heart,
Double heart 9 back-to-back rooms behind Ganon. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was in for when, right? Because I'm like 9 was next. I'm like, saw the Triforce. I'm like, I'll see what the item is, and the book. My thought was, if there's any hints about where Zelda or Ganon is in 9, it will be worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm not picking up a
yeah, I wouldn't have spent that key, but of course, you know, you know, if not knowing what it would have been, but still, I mean, I'm glad that worked out for you. That those Zelda Ganon hints are really useful.
Yeah, I think I had maybe 4 or 5 keys at that point. I felt okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think the map is up in this corner.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I want to say it's in this room or maybe the one to the left. It might just be this room.
I think it's that room.
Okay, so not clearing the rooms for compass or map.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah, I'm very. Yeah, I like to see rooms cleared when you don't have that, especially in the shapes.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's in the A. I think she's in the A column, and you went up that little chute there.
Yep, that sounds right.
Well, I want to thank you guys for doing the commentary. I really appreciate it. I'll be going back and watching to hear how you guys called it.
I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will. But thank you, and thank the trackers and the restreamers.
Yeah, GG's again, and good luck next round.
Yeah, GG's. You put on a great race, and good luck next round.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That means I actually have to face harder people, and this person was already very hard.
I don't know.
There's some good 1-0s there.
Look at those 0-1 folks. You've got folks like Jay Coper, Antlers.
Yeah, but it means they lost to the also good 1-0s. So there's some good 1-0s out there too.
Those 0-1 matchups may be more exciting than the 1-0s.
The 0-1s. There's some scary names in 0-1 that you are not facing. So you know.
Just we'll flip it on its head. Everybody who's you know my skill level can go and get the X-O's, and all the good people can have the O-X's.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you again, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Okay. Can they go left here?
I want to say this bombed. It did not.
So now I'm hoping they see that little pathway up column A.
Yeah, that's where, I mean, honestly, he's gotten the hint for where she is, so that's got to be where you beeline to. Yeah, now, go up this way. Yeah, without the map, I don't know that I even check this.
No. Because it would just be a random bomb wall at that point.
Yep.
You're trying to conserve your bombs.
That's exactly. And there she is.
Hey, get your GGs in chat for Pedantic Potato.
Also on half a heart.
Yes.
Because why not? Yeah, in the end, I think 7 just did him in. That was such a rough 7 for him.
Yeah, we're waiting for Pedantic Potato to join us here.
There he is. GG's.
GG's.
So, bomb dropping Wizrobes.
Yeah, that whole level 7 segment of the game did not go well for me.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the biggest factor. was just the way level 7 went for you, getting stuck without bombs, having to farm bombs. I don't know that we ever even saw a compass for 7.
Yeah, it looks like
it was one room above where the
Oh,
Triforce
yeah,
was.
well,
That's
you know,
right. Yeah.
for all intents and purpose, we
Yeah.
never saw a
You're
compass.
right.
wow.
GG's Botanic. I'll tell you what, the time isn't indicative of how close this race, I'd say, for the first hour was. You guys were matching each other up on Triforces. You had all the items that you needed. I mean, I think you were like 30 minutes in, and like you didn't have an overworld block that you would encounter. It just came down. Veetorp went to 6. You went to 4. They got the white sword. So obviously that helped speed them up. You got the book out of 4, but then it took you a while to get back to 6. Now you had mags, but level 7, that was just a trashy level for both of you. And I don't know what was going on with those whizzies, but the globals just weren't happening.
Yeah, I was at some point going, what? I got to do this. I can't. There's no other choice. I need these bombs.
Yeah, if you're going to buy them in the open market, they're 35 rupees.
You had the money in the seed was really bad. Plus, with your best offensive weapon being the silver arrows very early, there was just no money to spare in this seed in general. And like the book was great, but like there was no affording hints. If you went back that way, it's just bad money seed, bad bomb drops, bad everything in that sense.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like according to my tracker, between when I picked up the first item in level 7, which of course was the power bracelet that we didn't need, and picking up the Triforce was 14 minutes. So
I believe that.
There you go.
Yep.
Wow.
I believe it.
Yeah. Everything else, again, probably leveled out. Veetorp they stumbled on 5 and 9 quicker than you. I know you were searching raft spots and whatnot, but you don't know where it is. So they did stumble on those a little quicker, but yeah, that it seems like it's level 7 a lot, right? And in this case today, it was just a trashy level. But you played other than that level 7, which I think everybody would have had an issue with.
Yep.
You had a really good run. You had a really good run.
Well, thank you.
Now, of course, that means you get into the we were talking about before you came in, the scary 01 bracket.
Yes, there's a lot of good people in 0-1. This is not going to make it any easier than today was.
It is not. The scary 0-1 bracket. Anyone you're looking at facing, are you the type that wants to go for the really good players? Do you want an easy win, or do you like this matchup? I thought was super even in terms of just skill and ability, which made it really fun.
Well, I'd kind of like to face someone I usually face, so we get kind of a grudge match style face off. Cool. But we'll see what the wheel gives us.
Yep. The wheel has its own ideas.
That is for sure. And I know every time the wheel rolls, someone is going to be asking for a potato versus potato matchup, of course.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a few of you out there.
Yeah, I think Spud is in the 0-1.
I believe he is, yeah.
Yeah, they had a tough first round. Good run, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get those potato matchups or the Malkier matchups. I know those are...
Yeah, that rolled last year, which, I'm looking at that matchup and I'm like, man, calming that race, Malkier versus Malkior. How do you even do it?
That makes the announcing difficult, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you. I think I'm going to take off. Thanks for announcing. Thanks for tracking, and thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks for putting on a great race.
No problem.
We do have 3 more races today. Looking like some good ones. We have the rematch of Adaginos and Jam Evil. We had some technical issues in their match last night, so both runners agreed to replay it. That'll be over on the show on SpeedGaming at 7:30. At 9 o'clock, we have Imasak versus Malkier, the IER version, the K version. That'll be over on SpeedGaming too. And then at midnight, we're going to have Sharky 2107 versus Special K. I believe that basically closes it off. I believe there's one match on Sunday, and then that'll close it out for the week until the wheel gets spinned tomorrow night.
Yeah, I never like hearing that somebody had tech issues, but in this instance, I'm kind of glad because they're two longtime runners, and I wasn't able to watch it last night, so I'll get a chance.
There you
to
go.
rewatch
That
it
works.
tonight.
Works
So
out for you.
yeah, whatever you're doing, check us all out on SpeedGaming. That rages at 7:30 Eastern. SpeedGaming 2 at 9, and then the final, as Tracy said, is at midnight Eastern on SpeedGaming Prime right here. So come on, have fun, be active in chat, and it's a really fun time of year with the Z1R community. If you haven't checked out the Discord, please feel free to do that. It's a great community, great people, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, but yeah, that's going to do it for us. Mako, thank you so much for joining me on this race.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much, and thank you, Diesel Pilot, for all of the work on the back end with the tracking.
Tracker's the MVPs, but also the MVP for doing all the setup work. Thank you, Diesel Pilot. And yeah, we'll see you all at 7:30.
Take care.